And we are back live. I don't know how much we have missed with that stream. That is really unlucky. I have really no idea what's happening with the stream. I don't know why it's having so many issues. And they go for another attempt at defending CCTV. Of course, they have the full rotation at their disposal, having won the first 3 rounds and having won the first 3 sites. They lost this site already to Team Ash last round. It came to a 1v2 for Mace against Polar and Catcan. He was in a post-plant situation after they managed to get this breach open and get that plant down. They tried to go for the plant a couple times. It was Peter who got the planters off, who killed the planters both times. And it looks like they're going to be trying to go for a breach with the can openers. I don't know who really allowed that, and it's Anvil with the first pick onto Polar, who I think was on the highway window. That is a really unlucky death there from, and that's the diffuser gone, and their main hard breach gone too, as one can opener from Vig has already been destroyed by the bandit battery. This is spelling trouble for Team Ash.
Attackers recover.
It's Anvil here, and another engagement. He does get healed. Of course, he brought that Thunderbird. That second can opener, those are the ace charges that got used on this construction wall. So that was a good job from Polar to use at least a little bit of his utility before he died. The rest of his team pushing from this main side, pushing into construction. It's Big who keeps speaking this breach onto Anvil. It's a really tight angle that Anvil's holding, and it's really hard to pre-fire that. It's Vig and Mela who double peek these defenders, get to Vig, doing a lot of damage onto Winter. He's on a sliver of HP, and suddenly it's Team Ash in the advantageous man count, but they still have very little control actually gained, and these defenders of course holding strong positions. It's Winter with a really strong position onto Kaken to get that kill, and it's another one downed. That is Vig downed inside of construction. They are going for the pickup. They have 30 seconds left. Peter with a really strong cross angle, and it's Vig with the TK onto Samosa, leaving Mela all to herself to try and win this round out. It's Mace from a long angle all the way from top red to get the final kill and to end this round. Good try from Team Ash to try and win another round, but it's going to be Team Alibi who will be winning that round, who will be winning this half, no matter whether they win this round or not.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And back to basement they go. They won this last time they played here. It was a very close game, though, a very close round. It was Polar and Mela in a post plant versus Winter, I think. And they were not able to clutch that. Unfortunately, it was Winter who clutched up. So hopefully Team Ash can pull off another round here. And I think it's going to be very interesting seeing Mace on the Solus this time. He was banded last time around. So hopefully we get to see a little bit of that, and we can already see him in play as he gets these pre-plays drones. all over the map. Of course, Solace, the new operator, she's allowed in seismic scrims. She's allowed, of course, now in Pro League 2, should there be a game. But we've always allowed new operators in the seismic scrims, because why not? I mean, not that serious. But she's very, very interesting. She can be used in a lot of different ways. She's a very versatile operator. I think one of the most versatile operators that we've had in a long time. So it'll definitely be fun to see what they do. They did bring this Dokebi, but unfortunately they still don't know where Mace is. They do get this kitchen hatch opened up, and they do also get dirt opened up. It's Catcan silently pushing his way inside of dirt with the Maverick. That could be a power position, and it's Anvil already trying to go for a flank. Now this could be a power position for him to be holding, especially if he does not get droned out. Team Alibi, of course, trying their best to drone and get any sort of intel, but it's Mace still upstairs. Do they even know? Are they aware of his presence up there? I do not think that they are. As they make their way inside of kitchen, it's Polar with the ace, who joins them as well, and it's Mace with a vertical angle, a really nasty angle onto Big. It's Polar who gets a trade onto Anvil, and it's Samosa who makes his way inside of dirt alongside Capcan. This castle barricade, of course, delaying them a little bit. They do have to use Hibana charges for that, but it's the new jammer who jams those Hibana pellets, makes them unable to breach this door. They have one little tiny hole, but it's in a kind of a fucked up position where they can't do anything to these defenders, and it's Peter with a cross onto Catcan to get that kill inside of dirt. And suddenly it's 45 seconds left on the clock for these attackers. They have those hatches open, but do they have any other type of control? Mace has made his way inside of blue, and it's going to be very, very tricky for the attackers to try and do anything. That drone gets muted as well. They're going to have to push their way down these main stairs. They do exactly that. They drop inside of church as well, or inside of Moto as well. They peek this church door. It's Chip who wins with the SAS shotgun. And now it's all down to Samosa and down to Mela. Mela drops into, or that was Samosa dropping into Moto, and it's two different angles the Peter was watching to get the last 2K and to bring Team Alibi one step away from match point on this first half. It's 5-1 so far, Team Alibi, and it's Peter going 11-2. I do want to say, absolutely, that Peter is a massive, massive liar. He said that he is taking a break and that he sucks at the game now and that he will be absolutely awful. As we can see from the scoreboard and him having the most kills out of anyone on this game, that he lied. So I just want everyone to know that Peter is a liar. He lied to me when I was making teams. Of course, these are old folks. I can't really predict anything like that. I mean, I also went into this thinking that it'd be Vig absolutely destroying Team Alibi, and so far he's only got 1 kill. So, you know, sometimes people just have a good day. Sometimes people just have a bad day. This can happen at any point. This can happen to you in a scrim. It can happen to you in a tournament. It can happen to you in a regular ranked game. Sometimes you just have a bad day and your games go badly, and there's nothing you can really do about that. It's just a bit of a slump. Usually there's nothing you do to make it be that way. There's nothing you can do to make it better. Sometimes you just need to sleep on it and, you know, get back to it tomorrow, or take a couple of days break and get back to it. So, nothing to sweat about, but it is unfortunate to see Team Ash going, you know, getting a bit obliterated. And of course they brought the Kali and the Thatcher on this attack. It's going to be Mela trying her darndest to keep this breach from getting open. But of course, against a Thatcher, a Flores, and the Capital all the way from outside, this is going to be pretty much impossible. And that wall does get opened with only 40 seconds gone. Polar holding a position from inside of bathroom to try and hold anyone pushing from backside. But I don't think anybody will be pushing from backside. It's Peter from the rappel to take out Mela. The rest of the team pushing inside of garage. May's taking a little bit of damage outside of garage. And that is Samosa still holding onto the garage with quite literally only his life and no utility. This is a horrible angle for him to be peeking as it's Peter in the advantageous position all the way from outside on slab. That breach, an absolute menace. And Peter, of course, with the with the ACOG scope, can do a lot of damage. Ask and Winter all the way from spawn with this Kali. One shot through this wall, and that is Vig off the board. He's already on very low HP. I would say no doubt due to that Kali, and it's Peter who wipes him off the board. Peter in another engagement against Catcan brings him down to very, very low HP, and suddenly it is a 2v4. Catcan does get Peter. That's the planter off, or that is at least one off of the plant. It's Polar trying to rotate around to try and win this round out, but he's in a 1v4. Chip goes to confirm his kill onto Catcan. He does confirm it, but he does get traded out. 35 seconds left on the clock in a 1v3 for Polar to try and win this. It's Anvil with the diffuser in hand. They are going to smoke outside. They are going to go for this plant as we speak. Even more of those smokes are coming out. Polar trying to shoot from below. He's so close, if only he knew, but he misses the shots on the planter. Now he's going to have to be in a post plant. Try and win this site back. Very low HP there as he gets peeked from garage. He's going to rotate all the way around, and they're probably going to be waiting for him as he does so. He might get a kill here onto Mace if he gets him off guard, and it's Mace to take him out instead. Team Alibi put themselves on match point as we see even more proof of Peter lying. 6-1 for Team Alibi. Peter going 11 and what is it? 3. Some dad jokes going on in all chat. If you're looking at those, that is our dad, Mr. Anvil. And it looks like as a last hurrah, it's going to be Team Ash trying to hold on to Church and Arsenal. I think that's a way better call for them, considering how absolutely wiped they got on the top site. But, you know, it might not be a last hurrah. This might be only the beginning of their comeback. We've seen bigger comebacks before. It might happen here again.
10 seconds
They are bringing the mirror. They're holding a bit interestingly. Usually you put one mirror on the pretty much the wall that is right now getting reinforced by this vigil. And the other one exactly where Kaipan is putting it. But you know, people have different plays, different ideas. So, you know, there's not really a wrong way to play Siege. There's just your way to play Siege. And that doesn't have to be wrong. It's going to be Peter with the Amaro. I wonder if he's going to just Amaro straight into a window somewhere. There is a little bit of a wrong presence there from Samosa. And it's Winternet who gets rid of Catcan. That's the mirror gone. That is from Dirt. A huge power position for him to be holding and for him to have the advantage of now. It's gonna be Mace to get for these hatches. And it's gonna be really tough for them to hold on to this, but it's Polar inside of Logi to get rid of those Habana pellets, and it's Vig to get rid of the Habana. Huge play there from Vig to get rid of their main hard breach. Or not their main hard breach, but sort of, yeah, the main hard breach. And they allow Polar to rotate all the way back to side. Peter just misses him as a couple trades go out there. Winter does get taken out, but it's Vig. It's another kill onto Mela. Suddenly it's a 3v3. And the attackers don't have all that much achieved. It's Peter making his way down these main stairs. And that shield could be dangerous for him. He does get peeked there by Vig. And he does a lot of damage to Vig. Vig in a DBNO state now. This is going to be tough. As Samosa is still on the roam. If somebody's going to win this round, it could be Samosa. But he is going to have to be careful to not get caught up on the roam. Of course, can't make his way inside of Lounge. That's where Anvil is currently. He drops into blue, and it's Peter absolutely deleting Vig as the Osa joins him inside of Moto. Suddenly, this is going to be a Samosa and Polar absolute must-win round. They lost the advantage that they once had, and they're being cut off from sort of all angles. Peter holding on to an absolute power position as Anvil gets one, and it's all down to Samosa. He gets wiped by Anvil, and that's GG's. Team Alibi wins this 7-1. Peter is a liar. That is the main takeaway here. Thank you for watching. We might have another game here since it was so short, but you never know. We might not. We'll go on a break. We might not come back from it. So thank you for watching if we don't, or stay tuned if we do. The rehost only happens if the team who lost the player wants it. I'm not gonna do a rehost if you're saying No, you didn't. Oh, sorry. I thought. Sorry, I misunderstood. Sorry. You got greedy. I was watching. I had your POV on the screen. You were like already. Well, you were near him, but you didn't hit him. No. Like I was watching from your POV on the stream, from the spectator POV. You were close to me, and that was, I literally said, there's no also,
To me. check it up.